Sonic the Hedgehog is a franchise filled with iconic characters from the Blue Blur himself to Shadow, Knuckles, and Tails. But there's one character who often gets overlooked despite having one of the most unique abilities, a fascinating backstory, and massive potential for future games. Silver the Hedgehog. Debuting in Sonic the Hedgehog or Sonic 06, Silver quickly became a fan favorite for his telekinetic powers and his mission to save the future. But despite his strong debut, he hasn't gone the same level of attention as other characters in the franchise. So today, we're going to dive deep into why Silver the Hedgehog deserves more appreciation, from his character development to his gameplay potential and everything in between. Silver made his first appearance in Sonic the Hedgehog, or often referred to as Sonic 06. He comes from a dystopian future where the world has been ravaged by a powerful entity known as Iblis. Determined to save his world, Silver teams up with Blaze the Cat and is tricked by Mephiles into believing that Sonic is responsible for the devastation. This leads to his iconic boss fight where he famously shouts,
"It's no use!"
Despite Sonic 06's reputation for being one of the most flawed games in the series, Silver's character stood out. His unique psychic abilities, tragic backstory, and idealistic personality made him an interesting addition to the franchise. After Sonic 06, Silver appeared in Sonic Rivals and Sonic Rivals 2 as a playable character. He later showed up in Sonic Generations as a rival boss and played a role in Sonic Forces, where he fought against Infinite as part of the Resistance. However, he has yet to return as a major playable character in a mainline Sonic game. Even though he has been sidelined in recent years, Silver remains a beloved character among fans. And in this video, we'll break down exactly why he deserves more appreciation and a bigger role in the franchise moving forward. Number 1. Unique character personality and character arc. Unlike Sonic and Shadow, Silver has a more optimistic yet determined personality. He starts off as a naive and idealistic hero, believing he can change history for the better, but he grows into a more mature and thoughtful character. His arc in Sonic 06, learning that his blind faith in others can be manipulated, is surprisingly deep for a Sonic game. He embodies hope and perseverance, which makes him compelling. Number 2. A cool and unique power set. Silver isn't just another speedster. His psychokinesis sets him apart from the rest of the Sonic cast, allowing him to lift objects, throw enemies, and even hover. This ability opens up creative gameplay mechanics that few Sonic characters have. Unlike other characters who rely purely on speed or combat, Silver's playstyle is more strategic and offers something fresh. Number 3. A distinctive role in the Sonic universe. Most Sonic characters come from either Earth or another planet, but Silver is from the future, a dystopian one at that. This backstory adds depth to his character and expands the lore of the series. While most Sonic games focus on present-day conflicts, Silver's perspective reminds players that the consequences of today's actions shape the future. His mission to prevent disaster makes him one of the most heroic figures in the franchise. Number 4. Underutilized in modern Sonic games. Silver's last major playable role was in Sonic 06, a game that was heavily criticized for its gameplay issues. Unfortunately, this has unfairly dragged Silver down with it. Since then, he's been mostly relegated to side roles in Sonic Rivals, Sonic Generations, and Sonic Forces. Given his unique powers and engaging backstory, he deserves to be in the spotlight again, either with a proper playable role in a mainline game, or even his own spin-off. Number 5. Great potential for storytelling. Silver's time-traveling origins could make for some incredible stories. Imagine a game where Silver has to travel through different timelines, fixing paradoxes and stopping new threats that emerge as a result of Sonic's past victories. His character could be expanded beyond just being a time cop, perhaps diving deeper into how time travel affects his memories or his own existence. Number 6. Aesthetically awesome design. Silver's design is sleek, futuristic, and memorable. His quills resemble a crown, giving him a regal look that fits with his destiny of saving the future. His white and silver fur, combined with glowing cyan accents, make him stand out visually. Even among Sonic's already diverse cast, Silver's design is one of the most striking. Number 7. A redemption arc in the making. Many fans still associate Silver with Sonic 06, where he was manipulated into fighting Sonic under false pretenses. However, since then he's evolved into a much more independent and intelligent hero. Games like Sonic Forces show him leading the resistance against Eggman, proving he's not just a naive rookie anymore. His story could be further developed into a true redemption arc, cementing his growth. Number 8. A fun and different playstyle. When done right, Silver's gameplay is incredibly fun. In Sonic 06, despite the game's flaws, its psychokinesis-based mechanics had potential. Imagine a modern Sonic game that refines this concept, allowing Silver to manipulate the environment, solve puzzles, and engage in creative combat encounters. He can be the Sonic franchise's answer to a telekinetic platformer like Control or Psyops. Number 9. He represents determination and hope. Silver's motto, "It's no use," has unfortunately turned into a meme, but in reality his character represents the exact opposite of that phrase. He doesn't give up no matter how bad things get. In a world where Sonic has already defeated countless villains, Silver still fights to save a ruined future, even if it means altering history over and over again. That kind of perseverance is inspiring. Number 10. Potential for a Silver vs Shadow rivalry. Sonic and Shadow's rivalry is well established, but Silver and Shadow have an interesting dynamic that's rarely explored. Both are powerful in their own right. Shadow has chaos abilities, while Silver has psychic powers. Their conflicting ideologies, Shadow being pragmatic and battle-hardened, while Silver is hopeful and idealistic, would make for an amazing rivalry in a future Sonic game or animated series. Silver has everything he needs to be a top-tier character in the Sonic franchise: cool abilities, a unique story, and a strong personality. The only thing missing is the recognition he deserves. Hopefully Sega will bring him back into the spotlight in a meaningful way. And funnily enough, it has been almost 20 years since Silver has been debuted, which will be an awesome opportunity to bring him back after like 20 years after his first debut. So what do you say, Sega? Do you think Silver deserves to be a playable character yet again in the future? Anyways, that will be the end of the video. My name's Twigs, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye bye.